Marathon talks means very long talks. Example, marathon talks came to an end. Be given the go-ahead means get permission. Several weeks of lengthy talks are coming to an end, and planners are now almost certain to be given the go-ahead to build a new housing estate on what is now North Park. Next, fighting for his political life means in danger of losing his position. PM fighting for his political life. Next, amid mounting calls means with more and more people asking. The PM is facing increasing problems today amid mounting calls for his resignation. Next, has blood on his hands, is responsible for the death of someone or something. Many say he has blood on his hands after the number of civilian deaths in the recent war. Next, 11th hour means last minute. 11th hour agreement reached. 11th hour agreement means reach, also collocates with other nouns, for example, deal, treaty, and compromise. Example, management and unions have at least managed to hammer out a possible agreement on wages. Next, if and it's a big if, used to emphasize that it's not certain, to say that something is not likely. If and it's a big if, the final contract is not signed today. Workers plan to strike next week. War-torn country means a country which has suffered a lot as a result of war. The war-torn country of Worryland. The war-torn country of Worryland. Next, plunged into chaos or crisis or recession means put into an extremely difficult situation, to suddenly experience a bad situation or make someone or something do this. There is increasing confidence that the economy is not going to plunge into recession. Next, under cover of darkness means protected by the fact that it was dark and night. The crime was committed under the cover of darkness or night. Bloody confrontations means violent acts of conflict, a fight or argument. This issue could eventually lead to bloody confrontations. Next, engulfed in flames means set alight, to overwhelm and consume someone or something. The house was totally engulfed in flames by the time firefighters got there. Bloody confrontations means violent acts of conflict, a fight or argument. This issue could eventually lead to bloody confrontations. Next, engulfed in flames means set alight, to overwhelm and consume someone or something. The house was totally engulfed in flames by the time firefighters got there. Uneasy peace means peace that is not stable, a state in which fighting could start at any time. The two countries have maintained an uneasy peace. Not known, very little information about it has been made available. Her whereabouts have been shrouded in secrecy since she received the death. A last-ditch attempt means a final try, also collocates with other nouns which includes challenges and effort. Example, we are making a last-ditch effort to finish on time. Beyond wildest dreams means more than you could ever imagine or wish for. The cruise ship Ocean Connect offers luxury beyond your wildest dreams. Do the world of good means make yourself feel much healthier or happier, to be very useful to or helpful for someone. The visit with her grandchildren did her a world or a lot of good. Taking years off someone or something made me look and feel much younger, to make someone seem or look younger. Marjorie Wilkes has a glass of corngrass health drink every day. Drinking corngrass has taken years off me. Living life to the full means experiencing as many good things as possible in life. At 95, Marjorie still believes in living life to the full, and with corngrass she does it. Ahead of its time means has already got features other products will not have for a long time yet. The Notebook 3800T is a laptop that's truly ahead of its time. Next, packs a punch means is impressively powerful. Less than 1 kg in weight, it packs an impressive punch with its super fast Penrose processor. Stand out from the crowd means be different from and better than others so that everyone notices you. In a world where it's getting more and more difficult to stand out from the crowd. Next, beats hands down is superior to others. To win something, beat someone very easily. She won the debate hands down. The last time was played tennis, he beat me hands down. Hit the mark means be successful in an attempt or accurate in a guess. We tried every kind of holiday, but they never quite hit the mark, said Ken Stacks. Her suggestion was a guess, but his reaction confirmed that it had hit the mark. A world of difference, a very big difference, usually with between. There's a world of difference between a normal airline and one that takes care of you from the moment you leave your house. Means tell the truth, usually about something bad that has been kept secret. The dust battler cleans carpets. It's time to come clean and admit you have a dust problem. Smart move means a wise or clever action. Removal companies help people move to a new house. Selling your house was a smart move. Now, let's do the hard work. There is no time like the present. If you think it's a good idea to do something immediately, a present is a gift. There is no time like the present, and we have the perfect gift for everyone. First and foremost, most importantly, more than anything else. He considered himself first and foremost writer. Next, on balance, when all factors are taken into consideration. On balance, he was pleased with how things had gone. Next, by and large, on the whole, everything considered. Mammals have, by and large, bigger brains than reptiles. In the main means on the whole. We must remember that in the main, we are thinking about these designs as decoration. On no account is an empathetic way of saying not. On no account should their conclusions be accepted. Their conclusions must on no account be accepted. On the one hand or on the other hand, used to present two contrasting ways of looking at the same problem. On the one hand, there is some published evidence to support the theory. On the other hand, that evidence has been questioned by some recent studies. Next, last but not least, used to emphasize that even though something is mentioned last, it's still important. Last but not least, the impracticalities of the proposal created many problems. Next, in the final or last analysis, used to emphasize that you are talking about that is most important or true in a situation. In the final analysis, although this is an innovative idea, it's not one that we can consider. The conventional wisdom, something that people generally believe is true, when in fact it's often false. The conventional wisdom is that only children can learn a second language to a really high level. A contradiction in terms, an expression that is confusing because the words in it seems to have opposite meanings. Many people claim that a good adult language learner is a contradiction in terms. Next, not the whole picture means not taking all the facts into consideration, not taking all the facts into considerations. Example, young children can be excellent language learners, but that's not the whole picture. A case in point, an example of something just described. Example, adult learners also master a language. My brother is a case learner, is a case in point. As a matter of course, describe what normally happens or what is normally done. He learned perfect Arabic when he was 30. However, adults, as a matter of course, have more difficulties than children with pronunciation. Points the way, suggest how something might be done in a better way. A recently published Ministry of Education document points the way to more teaching of languages at primary schools, sets the stage, makes something more likely to happen. This document sets the stage for radical changes in language teaching. Next, beg the question, causes you to ask a particular question, raise a point that has not been dealt with, invite an obvious question, assume the truth of an argument or proposition to be proved without arguing it. However, this begs the question as to how enough teachers will be found to teach second languages to young teachers. Set in motion, start something moving or working. Some changes in teacher training are about to be set in motion. Open the door to, let something new start. It's hoped that these will open the door to more successful language teaching. On the one hand or on the other hand, do not present two arguments for the same position, but are used to present two contrasting ways of looking at the same problem. On the one hand, I find life in the country less stressful than living in the city. On the other hand, I do miss the theaters and cinemas. For a new leaf, start behaving better. You have been behaving very badly. It's time to turn over a new leaf and start behaving responsibly. Ring the changes. Make something more interesting by changing it in some way. Well, if you are bored with your job, maybe it's time to ring the changes and look for something new. Put your shoulder to the wheel. Make an effort and work hard. You will never pass your exams if you don't work hard. You need to put your shoulders to the wheel and start studying. Reach for the stars. Try to achieve your ambitions or something that's very difficult. You can also say reach for the moon. My advice to you is to reach for the stars. You can achieve anything you want. Think twice. Think carefully before making a decision. You can also say think long and think hard. If I were you, I would think twice before taking the job. It doesn't seem very well paid. Put your money where your mouth is. Do something practical about something you believe in, especially give money. You keep saying you want to give to charity, but now it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Is tempting fate, causing bad luck for yourself by talking or acting too confidently about something. Don't assume you are going to get into university. Buying all your books before you get a place is tempting fate. To bite the bullet, force yourself to do something difficult or unpleasant. If you no longer want to marry Sandra, you need to bite the bullet and tell her. Stick one's neck out. Give an opinion which others might not like or which others are afraid to give. Risk incurring criticism or anger by acting or speaking boldly. Be careful what you say. I wouldn't stick my neck out if I were you. On thin ice. Taking a risk, you can also say by be skating on thin ice, always used in continuous form. You are skating on a thin ice. Upset the apple cart, cause trouble or spoil people's plans. Let's just agree with the plan. We don't want to upset the apple cart. Tough it out. Face a difficult situation without changing your plans or opinions. I can't help you financially. I know things are difficult, but you will just have to tough it out. Bite off more than you can chew. Try to do more than you are able to do. It's great that you want to start your own business, but don't bite off more than you can chew. Cross that bridge when we come to it. Face that problem when it happens, not now. Don't worry about paying for your university studies. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Trim our sails means spend less money. Business is not looking good. We have to trim our sails and be more realistic about our costs. Thanks for watching this video.